Hello, Stationeers, and welcome back to Venus. Today, we get to deal with the steel that we made in the last episode. And we're going to have to go back outside here. Let's get rid of that waste tank that we've got that's full. Oh, that thing's not working again. Let's fix it. It makes things go a lot faster if we actually get this thing working. There we go. Cool. Okay, yeah. Steel. So what's the first thing that anyone makes when they get steel? Probably a large battery. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I will do that. But the first thing I want to do is I want to make some insulated pipes. With the insulated pipes, we can make some immediate improvements right away that's going to help our heat situation. Everywhere that we've got an uninsulated pipe sticking out from somewhere, bleeding heat, we can just take care of that right away. Look out! Holy smokes. Some iron there. You got a duck. Let's get some, I noticed it was about 40 degrees in there, so let's get some coal going. Now I want to be able to split the steel, so let's make a stacker. Got lots of material in there. While we're waiting for that, I've been annoyed with this arc furnace. Maybe we can re-automate it with a little bit better automation. It was a good comment in the comments of a previous video that said, you know, all you need to do is read the occupied bit and set activate with that. It's like, oh yeah, let's try that. Get some power to our stacker. Yeah, there we go. Okay, did we make our little I/O? Yeah, so we have one I/O here. We'll have to remake that instead of a switch. We'll have to make it into a reader. And then let's get rid of this. Always turn off the power before you work on stuff. Yeah, I never do that. Okay, we'll need a writer. And this will have to be a reader. And we'll get all of this connected up. Oh, of course, I'm one short. Let's make some cables. Right. Should I set those? No. Let's go get the cables. Good. Now, that looks like it's connected right. Let's get a screwdriver. Okay, so we're going to read occupied. So from the arc furnace, find input occupied. I don't see it here. It's probably a slot. Let's make a slot reader. Okay, from the arc furnace slot. Ah, yeah, there's an import slot. Occupied, yeah. There we go. Oh, that's not on. That's okay. Let's go set the other one up. So we want to write to the arc furnace. No, so from the reader to the arc furnace to activate. Okay. Yeah. So that should work. Can we test this out? Don't have any ores. There's some ores. Let's do iron. Hey! Awesome! Cool. That's gonna help. Let's start splitting this. First thing I want to make is insulated pipes. I need probably more than a stack. Let's go 25. I think it's one per. One steel per insulated pipe. Yes, I need some silicon. I have a bit of silicon. Get that going. We're going to need a little bit more. What's 25 minus 18? 7. There we go. Aha. Okay, what can we start replace? Oh, that's ugly. Where did that come from? Right, so those pipes up there, that's leaking a lot of heat. In fact, that one's actually got air in it right now. It's leaking heat. There we go. On this side. Oops. And out here because it's all exposed to the outside up there. Better put that in the printer. There we go. Okay, so that last piece needs to get removed. Another corner piece. Corner piece, there we go. Pick that up before it comes and hits me in the head again. Oh, there's another piece there. Let's just do that. That says it's a straight piece. Okay. Straight piece. There we go. I think that's it. I think that's all that's exposed up here. There's some more outside we can deal with. We're going to need to smelt these. We've still got lots of heat in the furnace. Let's throw these in here. Some gold. Got some copper. Good. Here we go. We're probably going to need to mine a little bit more today. One thing we're going to need later today is some gold and silver because we're going to have to make some electrum eventually. Okay, let's go put the rest of these insulated pipes on. This piece right here, it obviously it can bleed heat to the outside and it's exposed to the inside of our base here, so let's replace that. And all of this is actually bleeding heat off of our furnace. So let's replace these pieces. And that last piece here. And all of this over here. it can get replaced. Oh, I made that a T. Let's make that a straight piece. There we go. Now there's coolant in here and it's already cool. Yeah, let's just see what it looks like in there. 115 degrees, that's pretty good. But there's a lot in there. We want to be... Oh, air tank. We want to be careful we don't lose it all. So I'm only going to remove about half of this. And then I'm going to put that back on there. And then I'm going to do the other half from the other side. Okay. And you want to remove it from this end over here so that the remaining gas goes into the insulated section. So this is really just going to help keep this coolant cool after the air conditioner cools it, instead of the outside air heating it all back up again, and then it doesn't have to work as hard. Okay, that's good. Ooh, I better get back inside. Got lots of oxygen left, but ran out of waste tank space. We know it's still hot in there. Let's keep throwing some coal on that. I like to make sure whenever your waste tank alarm goes off that you immediately change the waste tank, and that actually gives you a little bit of grace period because you've still got about 1,000 kPa of space in your waste tank. If you let it go all the way to the limit and then swap it, then you don't have much leeway left. Ah, cool drink. Okay, so it's 33 degrees in here. It's getting a little bit better. We're going to make some improvements on that later today. What's the coolest? Some 40s down there, the bottom ones. Okay, we're full. Let's top back up. We can put these pipes away. We're not going to need these pipes for a little while. We'll just stash them. Probably in the next episode we're going to need them because we're going to do some cooling. But not today. Throw a bit more coal on there. It was still 33 degrees. There we go. Okay. We're going to need some frames. So let's get those built. I need... Now that we're done with the uninsulated pipes or insulated pipes, we're going to make a battery. And I want the battery to be over where the solid fuel generator is. So that means I need to move the solid fuel generator. I'm going to move it outside a little bit. Oh, we need a bunch of stuff there. 35 steel from our little steel vending machine here. And we need copper and gold. Yeah, we still have that. That's over here. Should I use it all? Yeah, put it all in. We're going to need to make some heavy cables in here too. That'll need gold. So we made some of these. We're going to need to make some walls too. Yep. We actually have a couple walls, too, so we only need 2 more. There we go. And we're going to need a whole bunch of iron sheets. We need 2 plus 2 plus 2, I don't know, at least 6. Let's just make a bunch. Yeah, that's good. Here's our battery. We can just throw it over here, I think. Before we go out, let's throw a bit of coal in there. That solid fuel is going to go right kind of in these windows here. Yeah, coal. Because we're going to be disconnecting it, so we need to get as much cool in there as we can. Yeah, these pipes over here, they look good. Okay, I want to seal in this area over here. This matches the area on the other side where the solid fuel generator is, so I just want to make it symmetric, and I have some ideas for this area in the next episode probably. Window, it's on the inside, and we need a ceiling. The ceiling has to go on the inside as well. And fill that in. There we go. No, we have to do the same thing with this little area here. That's going to become an inside space. So that's the ceiling. And we need to make a window. Can I get that to rotate? Just use C. There we go. What are the chances that's actually in the right orientation? It's not. Whatever. I'm not going to change it. We need some frames out here to mount the solid fuel generator on. I think it's these two. Yeah, because the battery is going to kind of be where the solid fuel generator currently is. Let's clean this up. Okay, let's pop this window out. We're still sealed against the rest of the room. And we'll pull this out of here. Clean up the mess. Okay, we're going to need these. No, let's just put this down here. So I want the input to kind of be lined up in the center of this second window here. Yeah, right about there. And then let's set up the input chutes again. That's inlet. Make sure we turn it on. Doesn't work well if you don't turn it on. Yeah, that's right. Okay, we'll seal that back in, and then when we go inside, we can open it back up from the inside. We won't lose all of our 3 degrees of cool air. We're outside. We still got a little bit of time left. Let's go mining a bit. We need a bit more gold and some silver, because we're going to need to make some electrum. There's some gold. I remember there was some over here. Did I get all the gold? Maybe. I think there's some more. Oh, always need coal. Hopefully, once we're done this upgrade, we'll need a little less coal, because we're going to get that battery installed, and we won't be wasting so much coal when we're running the solid fuel generator. That's going to be a big improvement. Rewiring this thing is going to be a little bit of a pain, but hopefully it won't be too bad. We want to reroute all of the existing power generation into the back of the battery. There's some more gold. And then we have to come out of the front of the battery and feed the various things. That's going to create a bit of a problem when we're currently we're only running the solid fuel generator when we want to cool down the base. As soon as we connect the cooling into the front of the battery, that means that it's going to run all the time, and it's going to do 2 things. It's going to overcool the base. It's going to get so cold that we can't open our visor, and it's just going to drain our battery down all the way to 0 all the time. So that means we're going to have to put some kind of thermostat circuit on those now. Some logic circuits. So we're going to have to do that today too. That's part of the reason we need some of this extra gold and electrum for the electronics. Or gold and silver to make electrum. We could do most of it without the electrum, but we need to make a pipe meter. Not a pipe meter, a pipe analyzer. And pipe analyzers need electrum. Alright, we're still doing okay on our air. Let's go inside. While we're here. Oh, that's not going to work. It's not hooked up anymore. Yeah, at this point, we don't even have a way to run our cooling. So we're going to have to work fairly quickly now. No, but it's 30 degrees. We've got some time. Okay. Yeah, the ones in the front are the cold ones. All right, getting better at this. What are we doing in there? 38 degrees, that's okay. Okay. Let's get back to work. Yeah, see, that's going to keep draining down until we get our solid fuel generator hooked back up. Or until daylight comes around. And we're going to need some heavy cables. And we need some gold. We brought some gold. Let's just smelt that with the heat that's in there. Okay, we can tear this down now. Let's clean that mess up. Oh, it's because the wall's in the way. Can't do that. Okay. Doesn't work through a window either. I guess that makes sense. Well, let's put this battery in here. We want the solid fuel generator going into the back of it. That looks good. There's still enough space to actually put another battery in here if we had to. But for now, we'll just do the one. Let's see. We should be able to power this thing up. Get some power in here. Yeah, good. We're charging. And it's not going anywhere. We need to reroute power. We're going to need some heavy cables for that. Need some regular cables too. And whenever we switch from heavy to light cables, we need a transformer. We need more gold. Kind of didn't mine enough gold. I guess we don't need that much electrum, so let's split these stacks in half. And we'll put half a stack of silver and half a stack of gold over here and save that for the electrum. And then I can smelt up half a stack of gold. Okay, that's good. Now I can make a transformer. I don't know exactly how many cables I need, I just need a few. So we need to backfeed this whole system here from the battery. It's not a big deal if we run it in parallel with the existing power generation right now. Run that along this corner. And that's where we come out of our new transformer. Yep, that way. I think, yeah, we had this other one set to about 6,000. No, sorry, 3,000. Let's just use a labeler to set that, it's faster. Okay, flip that on. Now we just need to come out of the battery and up to there. Let's connect, yeah. Is that right? I missed. I gotta go over one first.
Hydration critical. Waste tank caution.
There. Go up the wall. And that thing is actually kind of repowering through, going into there. You should actually reroute that back to the back side of the battery, since that's actually the power from the solar panels and the wind. It should go into the back of the battery. We're going to have to go outside to connect that. For right now, those things are still connected in here, and they're still powering during the day, so that's fine. And we should make some more heavy cables before we go outside. Yeah, we're going to need to connect just across there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, something like that. All right, let's go connect that up. Power low. Okay, we can just come straight across here. And there is enough room there, I think, to put another battery right beside there. We just won't do that yet. I think there is. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? We probably need some more of that copper over there. Let's go pick it up quick. It just seems like if we're making a whole bunch of cables, we probably need some copper. And there's going to be some logic circuits we need to make too. That's going to use some copper too. That fixes our power. That'll charge up quickly now because it's charging right from this stationary battery. Okay, let's reroute the power from the solar and wind. Instead of coming in here, we're actually, what we're going to do is we're going to reverse this transformer. Instead of going from the left to the right, we're going to send it from the right to the left. Yeah, that's better. And this is our protection to make sure that we don't put too much current in that wire. Flip that on, that's 5,000 watts. So basically, all of the power we generate now goes into the back of the battery. But we still have the air conditioner and the wall cooler attached to that one. This one just has solar and wind. So it's going into there, into the back of the battery. Then this comes out and just goes to the transformer, and then the transformer goes, let's see here, transformer goes to our APCs and battery charger, and then the rest of the equipment. So that's right, except for the air conditioner. So What that means is we still have to run our solid fuel generator to cool down our base, the interior of the base. Let's keep doing that for a bit. That'll both charge up and it'll run the air conditioner.
Waste tank. Caution.
The only way to fix that is first we need to get our wall cooler and the air conditioner on some thermostat logic so they automatically shut off when it gets too cold.
Health low.
It's too bad I didn't get all my logic circuits built before I went in here, because I'm just going to have to go in, replenish, go out, rebuild, come back in. What a pain. So I heard that they're actually going to change the hydration rate. That just came out in the beta. So it looks like the water bottle's going to hold a bit more. I don't know, maybe 50% more or something. So you actually get a little bit more when you start. And they're also going to change the hydration rate to about 60% of what it is. That would be a good thing. That would balance it quite a bit more. Yep, that's what we're going to have to update up there. That wall cooler. This battery here really charges up really fast now. It's got a whole stationary battery behind it. Oof. Don't need that. Okay, we got 2 logic IOs. We need a memory and we need a computer, whatever it's called. Not a computer. Logic, comparator. Let's make some copper. Oh, I got that open. Huh, that worked. We actually still got a lot of pressure in there. That's good. What's it called here? Processor. That's what it is. Let's get rid of this stuff from our inventory. That reminds me, we wanted to pull this wall off too. Need a grinder. There we go. Yeah. Now we got a lot of space. We could build something in there. Not this time. Okay, there's the chips we need. We're still going to need some more wires. And we need a sensor for the inside. Oops. I think it's because I got the sensor in my hand. I can't pick it up. That's better. Yeah, it's a good time to make some of this electrum. Let's throw the silver and the gold in there. Oh yeah, and we even have enough pressure. We only need like 800 kPa. in fairly low temperatures. Cool. That was easy. No problem there. We're going to need a transformer for inside. Just because anytime you do logic circuits, it's nice to have a transformer so you can separate the circuits. We need to make the pipe analyzer. That's what we need the electrum for. And we need some iron. We have lots of iron. Let's get rid of this steel. We're going to split the electrum. Electrum we might need in the electronics printer. So let's just split this 50 of electrum in half. Okay. That's basically all we need to go make our thermostat. The main thing I forget is the sensor. If you remember the sensor, then you're set. Okay. Now we've got some work to do in here. Let's get rid of some of this. We only need one right now, and it's still pretty warm. It was still at 50 degrees. Let's only do the one.
Hydration critical.
Okay. We're all fueled up. Let's start on this cooler. So we're actually going to power this thing from inside now, instead of from the solid fuel generator directly. So let's pull out all these wires. Let's throw that over here for a second. Now, one thing we need is we need a writer to write the on-off value to the wall cooler. And that could go there. I think it needs to be able to route up. No, that's too close. That doesn't work because the input has to come from the solar panel. So we have to put it in this orientation, and it has to go there. Then we need the comparator, or the logic processor, to go there. Let's make that a compare. And the output comes out the bottom, goes into the writer. And that's good. And the input for that is on the left is going to be the temperature of the room. So we need a reader. And the reader is going to read from the sensor. So let's grab the sensor. We'll stick that up here and go direct into the reader. Looks good. Start wiring that up. That's power. Power will just run along the top. And then we need to kind of connect everything over here in a big mess. The output of the writer has to come up into the wall cooler. Flip that. And it actually has to go straight through because we need to put the memory circuit up there too. Need to connect power through to everything. It's good. And we need to bring power down to that logic writer. Just trying to think where that memory goes. I think we can just stick the memory right there, because the compare can read it. That's good. Might as well set that now. So 293 would be 20 degrees, a little bit less than that. So say 290. 290 is, I don't know, between 15 and 20, which is pretty decent. Let's say greater than, because when the internal temperature is greater than the set point, we want to run the cooling. Set to the gas sensor temperature. Okay, I think that's all set right. Now we have to get power to this thing. So the power comes, yeah, it goes through this cable, and then it's probably going to have to go up the wall. It'd be nice if we could bring it up this corner, but the problem is that there's that power cable from outside there. So maybe we bring it up behind the oxygen and then into this side. I think that's good. And we just have to kind of come out and down the back wall. Not the back wall, the side wall here. And back and then down the wall. That's good. We come straight down, and there's a wire along the bottom here. We can hook right into that. That's coming off our APCs. Good. So we only need, well, we need 1,000 for the wall cooler plus a little bit for the electronics. So I don't know, set it to like 2,000 and we should be good. So, well, the wall cooler's on because it's already on. Okay, so the temperature reader reads, that looks right, 314. Let's turn on our compare, so it's comparing it to 290. It's on. And the writer. So it should be writing to the wall cooler, and when it gets down below 20 degrees here, it should shut off, which is good. Yeah, it's starting to go down. It was 39, now it's 38. I think it's working. And we're running that off of our APCs, which is running off the battery. Cool. Now we have to go and do the same thing to the air conditioner outside. The air conditioner is a little bit different. It requires, we can't use a gas sensor, we have to use a pipe analyzer, because what we want to do is we want to keep the coolant in the pipe at a specific temperature. It really just has to be somewhere around 100 degrees from our internal temperature. So something like 390, because if we're going to keep this at 290, 390 would be pretty reasonable. Somehow we have to reroute power too, because that power to the air conditioner is going to have to come from the output of our battery. Just worried about this flying away. Okay, we're going to need more I/O devices. We need basically the same thing, except that instead of a sensor, we need a pipe analyzer. There. Well, that's printing. This thing can print some cables too. We need a memory, and then we're going to need a processor. Gonna get some of this out of my inventory. I'm gonna run out of space. I don't need those pipes until next time. Next episode. Actually, I'm gonna need heavy cables. I don't actually need cables that much. Well, that's printing. Can we do anything over here? Let's smelt these up. Yeah, that's what I made the copper for, silly. Okay. While we're waiting for that, what else can we do here? Swap batteries. Yeah, that's charged up pretty good. I don't know how many I need. I just need a few. You know, we have these cables and we have lots of power. Let's actually connect these doors up. It's going to make life a little simpler. Oh, we have to go over to that side. We're going to need a couple more cables for that. That's kind of dumb. Let's just make that a corner. And I'll come off this side. Just go straight over. That's better. Awesome.
Air tank low.
Okay. So, let's go see if we can hook this up. Oh, that's better. Sure, that's worth the extra, what is it, 20 watts of power draw?
Caution.
Base tank. I think we have enough air to finish what we're doing out here. Yeah, we're going to build the circuit over in this area. Let's hook up the pipe analyzer first. It's going to go right here. Let's cut out that cable we don't need anymore. We'll stick the pipe analyzer here. Make sure we turn it on. There's no power to it, so because the generator's not running yet. And we haven't rerouted the cable. So yeah, let's go down here somewhere and we'll make our little thermostat circuit. Oh, wrong button. So we need a writer again. We need to write onto the air conditioner and tell it to turn on. That's our reader. We need a writer And then we need a comparator. How's that gonna wire in? No, that's outputting the wrong direction. There we go. So that's going to go down into the writer. Is that going to work? I think that'll work. And that goes up there. Yep. Pretty sure that's okay. And then let's connect all this in. That's got to go over so it can write to the air conditioner. Okay, and this would read from the comparator. Okay, that much is going to work. Still need the comparator to read from the memory and from a reader, but the reader has to actually hook up to the pipe analyzer. That's going to be slightly tricky. Okay, so this reader, that doesn't give us anywhere to put the memory. We kind of want it like that. It just means we have to run our power up the corner, but that's okay. It doesn't really leave us with a place to put the memory. I guess we can put it over on this other wall. I mean, I don't like that, but it's okay. Yeah, that's everything hooked up. It should work. It's not pretty. So, said something around 390. So what is that? That's a 146 in there. Okay. 400 would be about 128, I think, which is somewhere. Maybe we want lower than 400. Yeah. Maybe 390, wrong button. 370, yeah, something like that. We don't want to go too low. The lower we go, the more power or the less efficient the AC is going to get. So we want to just get it within 100 degrees of what the wall cooler is going to need. Read the temperature from the analyzer. Compare it to the memory. Logic memory. And writer in from the logic compare out to the air conditioner to the on bit. Now this air conditioner probably turned itself to the stop mode just because we're going to run out of waste. We have to go inside anyways. Well, that's fine because we have to rewire everything. We'll get it all rewired so that it has power all the time from the battery, and then we'll come back out and make sure it's all running properly. Yeah, so anytime you cut into the wire on an air conditioner, you probably have to go back and hit the start button again. It seems to turn itself into an off mode. It's pretty annoying. It's just part of the game. It's another reason to isolate, I guess. Isolate your air conditioners or something. So it is 19 degrees in here. It's that wall cooler on the thermostat's doing pretty well. 18 degrees. $17 degrees, yeah. That 17 is around the set point. It's about 3 degrees less than 20. So that's working well. It's just that it's going to be heating up that coolant line outside. So we got to get that air conditioner going again. Eventually what will happen is the wall cooler will become so inefficient that it's just not going to work very well. It'll still keep consuming 1,000 watts exactly. So you see it turning on and off there. It'll still keep consuming 1,000 watts every time it's on, but it'll just move less and less heat per tick as the temperature in the coolant line rises until the point where it gets to a 200 degree difference, and then it just stops working completely. Oof. Yeah. It's the nighttime. Let's keep some power in there. So we got to rewire this. Essentially that wire still has to be there to go down to the back of the battery. But the wire coming from the air conditioner, that's the problem. It has to get routed to the front of the battery. It's going to kind of be a mess. Let's see, let's cut this out and change it around, and then we'll get rid of these. If we come down around, like you could come out away from the wall, but that just looks gross. We could just go across the roof over to this input to this transformer over here, like that. There's nothing up on top of this roof. That'll work. Come out, and then we'll turn a corner. And then we can go down that wall. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. So now it has power all the time from the battery. Let's go out there, make sure it's working. It's probably not working. Okay, yeah. So it needs the start button pressed again. Let's set this all the way down to 200 now. We don't really need to use the thermostat on it. Oh, this is fun. This is a game. It's not a fun game, but it's a game. And I'm still falling. Why am I still falling? I'm in a hole. All right, so we'll stand on the frame. There we go. Minus 200. Now we hit the start button, and then that on-off switch will get toggled by the thermostat. So that looks right. We didn't interfere with any of that. That looks okay. What did it say? 423. So it's supposed to come down to what did we set? 370? 370s. It's kind of low. That's right. 419, 420. So that's reading from the pipe. Yep, 417. That's 370. I think that's a little bit too low. It's just, the lower this is, the less efficient the air conditioner becomes. Yeah, just bump it up a little bit. And then that's all working. Temperature's coming down in the coolant line. It's good. So it won't drain our battery down to nothing. We're out here. Let's see if we can find some coal. We're a little bit low on coal. And we don't have any iron. I mean, we have iron that's smelted. We don't have any to smelt. Where did I see coal? Over on the other side here? No. Yeah, we always need copper. Where's the coal? I wish I had a use for volatiles. They're all over the place here. Okay, there's some coal. Right, so essentially, we now have the air conditioner, the wall cooler on thermostats. We have all of our power generation running into the back of the battery. And then we have all of our consumed energy coming out the front of the battery. So that's pretty good. And we replaced all of the uninsulated pipes with insulated pipes. Yeah, and we have
Tank
push buttons for our doors. It's awesome.
hydration critical.
Cool. So yeah, this is all set up. This is our little electrical room. It's pretty good. We got room for another battery. We've got all the generation we need. We just got some coal, so let's throw some more coal in there. It's going to consume a bit until it gets that coolant line back down to the proper temperature. We fixed our arc furnace. Yep, it was a good day. Good episode. Next episode, I think pretty obviously is going to be setting up some cooling for the workstation area. That's why we needed to get all the power set up first, because that's going to take a little bit of power. Not that much, not as much as you think, but we're going to have to set up a whole bunch of AC units. So we might as well get the power all ready first. Good. All right. Let's get our stuff ready. And that AC unit is still, or the wall cooler still toggling on and off. We're at 16 degrees. That's working really well. These are nice and cool now, under 30 degrees. That one's still doing okay at 37.8. Maybe at some point I'll throw a radiator on there. Swap it, and the other waste tank's pretty good. So I think we're good to go. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and if you want to see some more episodes, it's a good idea to like it and subscribe. I'll see you next time.